Hey, how are you all? This is yours PJ. We are doing this project Edonard. This is part 11, and let me tell you what this project is all about. So, we have this map. I have four towns to develop. This is generic industrial area, this is international airport, this is downtown, and what we are going to do today. Yeah, and this is another small generic industrial area. There is the city airport that is not connected to anywhere. And what we are going to do today is we will develop a nearby suburban kind of area which is near to those industrial areas, so and then connections to the main city. So this will be today's focus, and the reference that I am taking today is with the railway track. So we will build this suburban area with reference to the track we laid now. So as I told you, if you remember in the last part, I told you that I want this elevated railway station to be double track. So I'll replace it with double track railway station, and I'll make sure that one more track is like drawn from here, and then that will go to this. That will be connected to this railway track that we are going to construct now. So let's start. What I'll do, let's start from here. So I don't like this sharp turns for railways. I since my childhood, like we all have been in railways, and we have never experienced that thing. It hardly happens. So I want things to be as realistic as possible. So I don't like these sharp turns. So this is not I want it to be, but given the constraints of these poles and the distance between the railway coach and this pole, I will not go beyond that. Like otherwise, they will just overlap. It functions, it works, but it's not that realistic. So I'll not do that. So what I'm planning is we will have one station over here. So people who want to go to this ore industrial zone or ore industrial area, they can drop in here. They can use this station, and then one station for this suburban area over here. One more thing that we can think of is we can have one control station, so which will control like which train is crossing and all these things. So we can have one control station over here, because I have seen that whenever there are like this type of crossing, usually there are stations on each side of this thing. So and then they coordinate with each other whether there is train coming and how things are moving, obviously to avoid the collision. Okay, so this is how it will be. Let's just put one station, the simplest one. I guess this is the thing. It needs road. So yeah, so anyway, I was going to use this here. Let me just put it as a reminder kind of thing. Let's bring it a bit closer. Let's match the terrain height with that train station. Now we are good to go. I guess the station height is a bit different. So we want to match the terrain height with track. It should not be too high or too low. And then I usually keep some lane so that if there is train waiting, it should completely come on this track. It should not wait on this main track. Otherwise, there will be again traffic jam. This is coming with my experience of like earlier builds where I have faced huge traffic jam, and then I realized that okay, I should have increased the length there, because trains will just wait over this area, and then you'll find that this track is also blocked. So it's better to have some extra length on both sides of the station. Okay, this is basic thing, very basic design, that how I can show you the railway station has to be. Let's go to okay. I guess we can have one bigger station here, like, because it will cater the whole suburban area. So, and then there will be one line which will be connecting, intercity trains and then the local trains. So we will need multiple platforms. Where can that station be? Here? So we have two things. One is this, second one is this. You know what, we'll use both of these. So this is track number 1. We have track number 2 and then track number 3. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, the terrain height is too much, I guess. Yeah, it's on slope basically, so we need to play with that. Okay, let's bring this up a bit. Need to take this down. So all 3 platforms are same height. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, let's do it. I don't see any other way of working around this issue. Okay, we are on the tracks now. Let's lay the tracks. Again, what I see when I do these kind of junctions, what I see is these poles. You see, these poles are now overlapping. So the trains, if you visualize it, it will pass through the poles. So we need to make sure that that doesn't happen. The terrain difference, that will, I guess that will take some time. So to make sure that things are perfectly fine. I guess this is okay. Then now you know what, these two junctions, they're near to each other. I would not have done that, but since there's so much length that trains can wait here, so I don't find any congestion on this point. So I guess this will work, and I'll make sure there is no traffic congestion in this. Okay. Okay. Okay, this seems okay to me for now. And I don't think, do we need a control station? I don't think so, at least. No, for now. If we develop something here, if we do that, then maybe we can think of it. Okay, so now we have this road. I think we should have one main road nearby this. So usually this happens, like to separate the traffic of railway line, railway station, and the rest of the traffic. They have these kind of things. So let's see. One more challenging part is, okay, is there any issue in the city apart from this? I don't think so. Water, electricity, I think we are fine. Education. Okay, we need one school here. Joy. What about high school, university, public library? Ooh, we have too many planes. at airport also. So that's good thing, because in the last part we are not getting too many flights in the airport. Now we are getting. So I guess many people know that we have airport in the city, so now they are using it. So obviously there will be one connection from this ore industrial area to the generic industrial area, and what I was planning, let me just do that. Since we have this dead end, we'll use it to build a bridge. Okay, so the height is too much, but yeah, it'll work for now. So what I'm planning is we'll have one bridge, overhead bridge, from this area to the industrial area like this. I don't know, we'll change the details later on. And one from this side. This looks dramatic, but yeah, in well planned cities it is possible. I guess the height is too much. We should not have increased. We should have reduced it later. But so we know the anatomy now. So these two kind of bridges will be there. I'm not quite impressed with this curve and all, but let it be. For now, let's keep it like that. Maybe later we will cancel it, or I don't know. Because just one connection will not be sufficient anyway. So we need second connection. So can it be through here and somewhere? Here is the main road. I was planning if we can extend this highway and connect it somewhere at other place. So if the trucks want to go to generic industrial area and not the railway station, they can just bypass the railway station. Let's see. So we have this thing. We need one major road connecting these two, is suburban and main city. So no other road than this. Okay. Again, this has to divide. Like we again need. This takes lot of space. I don't want that. Maybe we'll end up with a roundabout. So and then one dedicated connection to the city, the suburban area. So here we will connect the dots. and then this one will go to industrial area. I haven't thought of any layout for the industrial area. Let's see if it naturally builds up or something. And I like this part of game, like you're zoning and you are planning how citizens will travel and all these things, and not being rude, like you want to think about their convenience in terms of traveling, in terms of commuting and all those parts. So maybe this thing will. Okay, this is how the layout will build. So this is natural. I don't know if we are doing it. Yeah, this is fine. I guess this is natural. This is okay. This will be of shorter length, or maybe. How do we reduce this height gap? I clicked the wrong button on keyboard, so it went other way. Okay, so here we have this connection. Okay, I'm not quite surprised with these roads, but I'm okay with these things. And remember, we also have to plan a metro from this downtown, this extended area, to this another suburban. I would call it suburban, but there is a space in between. I would not mind if people start living in this area, if you need there's some residential zoning later on. So right now we don't need it, but yeah. So let's do the most boring part of the game, at least for me, covering most of the part with this water requirement stuff. I just hate this thing. It is boring, it takes a lot of time, it is no brainer, but I have to do it. Sorry. Really sorry for that loud noise. Okay, so once we are done with this, large part of services will be over. Like, I just hate when it pops out like there's no water to this building. So yeah, if you have observed, I kept money on unlimited mode because I want to develop at my pace. I don't want to wait for that money to accumulate and then build. It just kills the fun that I want in this game. Okay, just to maintain the pressure, I hope that thing is being considered while developing this game. I'm connecting these lines. Okay. So it is showing that sewage treatment we need to build capacity. So let's add it. We have good solution for it. I hope the capacity it will increase once it is activated. What's the issue? Electricity? I think electricity is an issue. Yeah, it is activated. So smooth, you know. Before this airport DLC, like it used to be so mechanical, so unrealistic. Also, like the planes used to fly arbitrarily. Are we earning something? I don't know if we can see that thing. 27,000 passengers came. Okay, we have good attractiveness. 86% outgoing, income is like 13,000, expenses are too much. Okay, 40% passenger seats used. Okay, let's hike the prices. Let's see what happens. What do we do now? So maybe I think we can have one more connection to this main city. You know, some people will live in this area and also in this area, so they need a connection. So and then this can act as main road in that city. So okay, how do we take it on other side of the highway? So we build highway here. One possibility we can do that, so that because it is congested, you see, if you take it through this, how do you connect? Like all the vehicles will end up in this area and it will just jam the road. We can increase height of this main highway and then just create an underpass. So that is one possibility. I guess there is always a terrain gap, not too much, but okay. Let's see if we can do that. So okay, so I hadn't thought of this solution just moments earlier. I was just thinking what to build in today's game, but then this thing never came to my mind that we can do something in this region. So again, being realistic, I don't want there's some gimmicky thing and shit, which was the wrong tool. Just to adjust the height, I'll take this whole node and reduce its height. So let's see if that works in our favor. Yeah, this much height difference is okay, I guess. And then we need one bridge. Yeah, bridge. Let's match the height. The best thing to deal with such kind of different height differences is you disconnect, you delete that thing and then build again, so it will find its slope on its own. No, the distance is too much, I guess. No. Okay, let's build it at this height. It becomes smooth, that's why I prefer such thing. No, I don't know why. This happens with smaller road at least. So wrong advice. So let's go ahead with the next thing. We have sufficient height, we can reduce the height, I guess. Okay, this is okay. Okay. We missed the direction, I guess. Let's delete. I didn't see that we have to go in that direction. So we haven't selected all the nodes. Okay, I will click the shift button. Now it is selected. Let's raise the height to the minimum required level. Now we have some extra length to this road, so we can have more height actually. Let's change this road to elevated one. Also make this so it will be like kind of access control from 15. I see what happened here. I don't know if this infra is too much or what, but we may need something like this in future, so just preparing for it. And then obviously we need to upgrade this road. Bus station, let's move it a bit. Guess it is okay for now. Okay. Shall we remove this interconnection? It is taking. I don't know. We definitely don't need this one. We can delete that. What about this one? We can delete that also. It's not like that locality will not survive without this connection. Oh. Okay, so we can speed up the vehicles which want to leave or enter the city. I was planning if we can have 2-lane road in between this, which I've seen some people doing in their games, so for now it looks fine. Maybe we'll change it later accordingly. I was actually worried about this slope, you have intersection nearby, so I thought that would be okay, but I think it is okay. At least in India the highways have such slopes, not the one which are newly built, but yeah, older highways have such slopes. Probably we can the whole highway from this bridge to this underpass, we can make it same height. That is possible. Okay, so there is height difference. We'll match that thing. I guess this is okay. So to reduce the noise pollution, we'll change the type of highway. We'll have the one with sound barrier, because let's see, does that directly affect the noise pollution it is creating? Little bit. Okay, we can spend that much for the people of Edonard. When these tracks, they need to have these barriers around them, because they are going through city. And okay, this is better. So this area is kind of becoming, transition hub. Like you want to pass, you have to go from somewhere to somewhere. You have to go through this area. So they just remind me of land value. Okay, so the green means we have more land value. So this area is near to highway, but it is not too close. It has rail connection, bus line, some leisure spots. Okay, this is near beach area. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. So whatever I've built, corresponding land value seems okay. And these gaps I've put in this main city, I don't want those gaps when I build something here. And then this will not be high residential buildings, all will be like low residential buildings, but they are like densely packed, so it gives the feel of like suburban. People who couldn't afford house in this area, but now they are living in suburban area, but they have commuting options. About traffic, so my benchmark for traffic is 70%, but now it is 35%. No, is it traffic? No, it's, I was surprised. Okay, my benchmark for traffic is 70%, and now it is 72, so I would not bother. I see more traffic jam here. That is but obvious, because this, as I said, this cargo airport is a temporary setting, so I'll change it later. So we have signal here. That's the main pain in the way. I don't like signals in the industrial zones. Their drivers are usually aware when they arrive in the industrial zone. May not be on highway, but when they arrive, they know how to park their vehicles, where to park. At least I have seen that in India, so they coordinate better. so they can take their own call when it comes to driving in industrial zone. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Shall I give them the lane restrictions? I guess I need to do that here because everyone is coming from one lane only. So we are supposed to do this. We are supposed to go here. This one and this one. This one. Not many vehicles are coming from this direction. I was expecting that to happen. And then it doesn't make sense. You can't connect it here. Otherwise, this vehicle will block this area. Let them travel because there is no restriction on this side. So they can simply travel through this. See, they are picking speed. So now I see why there used to be a huge traffic lag in this area. Oh man, where are you going? You just can't do that. Let me force you some lane restriction. Is the issue? I guess we have already given them lane directions. Yeah, we have given them lane direction. But everybody wants to go to this cargo station. Life would have been too easier if you would have solved real life city planning issues like this. If you don't want it, you just delete them. It should be as easy as it seems in the game. But there is fun in solving the problems, like the complex problems. There is no straightforward answer, but yeah, you're still busy in solving them. And I think we have been solving a lot of problems like that for centuries. Simple questions, but no simple answers. Okay, we are missing this water connection issue. Last mile delivery, those are the issues. They are just left out people. So we have demand for commercial zoning. I guess we can do some zoning here. Since this is on one side of the city, I will not build high commercial buildings here. Okay, so this industrial area that we have built, it is working. One industry is abundant. So what's the reason? No one was buying their product. You can leave, sir. Someone else will build a better factory. It's just a matter of time, it's nothing but demand and supply, so it's just a matter of time, I see. Okay, then we need, I guess now we should have commercial zoning for this road. pool there. So this electricity problem, we haven't solved it realistically. I just put this solar park in between somewhere and just say that okay, the problem is solved. So these geothermal power plants are there, but we should plan something. This is just one thing that we have, one solution that we have. Somewhere else we should have those solar power plants placed. What we can do, we can have one geothermal power plant over here. It doesn't create any pollution, it creates noise pollution, but that's fine. Like, it will decrease land value though. So what should we do? We can create it over here. This is safer location. I don't know if they should be built that vicinity and that amount, but this is what we have. So now we can happily delete this solar park and have some commercial complexes over there. So when we started initially, I had created that, but now we have these geothermal power plants instead. And then we have one solar power plant. This is okay. You see, the demand for residential and industrial, it is diminished. So now we have only demand for commercial. I don't think it would be too much. And with few zoning attempts, we will just delete that demand also. So I think if they need some assistance from us. What's the matter, sir? Okay, let's first give them lane restrictions. Who will go where? So this bus lane, this thing. The problem is all these things are shit. Okay, I'll change that thing. Bus. Where is this bus lane? Okay. So the problem was because we had this normal road. So I was thinking, back of my mind, I was thinking, why do we don't have too many vehicles on this road, and still there were issues with traffic. So I was surprised. So we don't have any node that vehicle can't change the lane in between. So we need to connect this lane to this also, because if somebody wants to come from here, they want to leave. I have explained this in earlier part also. So they can change their lane in between this. I see there is one node to. Okay, there is no node in between, so I will have to do the same thing. Allow them to change their lane. And we need to have these vehicular restrictions. Only bus and SOS can flow through this last lane. Trucks and private vehicles can't go through that lane. So if I get shift, it will apply these restrictions all over the length of the road. And that's what we want. We don't want them to join that lane even later. So buses can travel faster. And earlier I have chosen this road, but I think we can change it to some other lanes also, other roads also. Do we have 3-lane roads with one being bus lane? No, we don't have 3-lane roads. We'll go with this. And like this type of road, can I change it? I think no, unfortunately. Let it be. So I'm keeping this space unworked open because later on there'll be a metro station, there might be a bus station here, so I'm not doing anything for now. And we want one express connection from this area, so also this will extend, this connection has to extend and go through this suburban area. How? I don't know, but we can't let that go through this hill because the ore industry will be dependent on this hill only, so we can't make a road from this hill. Can we? I guess, I don't know. So size of, I guess we can, we have a lot of space here, so we can, or maybe through this space we can have that road. One express road I want from airport to this suburban area. I don't know how many people will travel from that area, because that being a low residential zone, but I would not judge them. So probably we can extend it to the next suburban area or build, because we can extend it that road to this thing, because this is a beach. I don't know if I'll keep that beach or I'll just close it and make port or something like that. Museum, please do the honors temporarily. Please go there. Just come here, sir. Okay, you will have to be deleted. I don't know why did I make it the bus lane and all the drama, but here we have our T junction. I keep on forgetting that I have to do some things, and then is this okay? This is okay. It's not at height. This is not risk for the airport. There's a lot of distance in between, so would not be a problem, I guess. The only problem I see is this slope. I have to travel too much, but we can fix that. Let's see. Okay. Maybe we can increase height of this lane. I see that it is way down than expected. This much of height is sufficient. The only problem is this bypass, so we can decrease height a bit. Let's disconnect and rebuild. You know, that usually solves the problem of slope. Okay, it has given us a lot of comfort, and I guess I did it in wrong direction. Okay. Okay, this seems okay, at least for now. I didn't like this curvy nature of this connection, but for now, okay, I don't want to spend much time on this, so I'll leave it like that. So we have a ready-made connection for our, what do we call it, freeway, expressway. traffic 74%, bit improved. What is happening at this? Oh, why these vehicles are waiting? Okay, for bus. Is it the reason? The buses are the reason? Let's see. Of signal here, the car is getting okay. So the issue is here, we don't have signal here. Let's give them lane restrictions, so maybe it will improve some traffic in this area. We can also build a pedestrian bridge. Okay, this seems fine. I guess we should have pedestrian bridge over here. Not bridge, but a lift. Someone has to sacrifice, these businesses, so they have to sacrifice. And then close the pedestrian crossings, so they can't cross from this road. So free left for these people, so they don't have to wait for the traffic signals. Let's see if that improves that thing. So the traffic signals are only for these inner lanes, and the cars, those who want to go straight or else on the right. I guess this will improve the traffic. We can see that it is improving. People are preferring, because of people the car have to wait, and then it increases time, the traffic lag increases. So the problem is not here actually. We have to trace the root cause, and this is the root cause. Why this building is not moving, it has not been deleted. Okay, I don't want it to be deleted. It can remain like that. You see, the demand for residential is increasing. So this game is like that. It is open-ended. It never ends. So unless your machine capacity is exhausted, so but it's fun to see people see what they're demanding and then how they're behaving. You can actually pick up someone and see what he or she is doing. Okay, this building is gone. Okay, I wanted to build in this area, but this is what we have done in this part. I'll close this part, close this live stream. We'll start. I'll think about it how we can plan, how we can zone and make a road layout for this region. I want to make it realistic. This is not realistic. I've never seen these things, at least in India. In some places they might be, but then this bridge is okay. Like it is directly connecting, and then I don't know. I'll think about it how best we can do, or else we can also extend this one. So I'm I'm not quite comfortable with this curve, so we can think about it. And then this long bridge, so maybe we can make it a ground road, a normal road, not an elevated one. So I'll think about it and we'll meet in the next part. Okay, what happened in this area? Nothing. What about traffic? Is it improving? This is 75%. Okay. What happened to this traffic? I guess it is okay now. I'll delete the parking wala things. People can't park near this intersection. So visually it seems like there is traffic jam always, but if we keep this restriction, then there will not be this issue. Okay, I'll sign off here. Let's save the game. That is most important part in City Skylines. If you lose the game, at least in my case that happens, I lose the interest in the whole project because you have to redo the things. You have imagined something. This is something what happened in my last project also. Koti Varsha and the airport DLC launched and the mod stopped working, and now that game is not loading. So maybe I don't know if that game will ever load and we'll start it, but I'll make sure I'll try my best that this game loads and we actually end up on some good note. So let's see. Okay, for now I'll close the stream. Thanks for watching. Yeah, have a great day.